Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Shahab Sultani from Alta Moderna in Spain, and I will be presenting to you today information about how to make your first real estate purchase in Spain and the bureaucracies associated with that, as well as the financial support that you can get and the mortgage availability to foreign investors. This presentation will be focused on clients from North America, as we've been receiving a lot of inquiries asking us about restrictions or requirements that they need to have in order to invest in Spanish real estate, as well as the financial planning and the costs that they need to be aware of. So therefore, we thought we would present all of these cases, which would be relevant both to other EU state residents and North American residents. But we'll touch upon all the necessities that is required before the purchase and also the requirements to obtain the mortgage as well. After today's webinar, you will learn about different strategies for investment in Spanish real estate market and also the buying process and what you need to be aware of before you start this process, mortgage eligibility and conditions, and how you can secure your mortgage before proceeding to select your property, as well as financial planning and the taxes associated for the non-residents over here and the residents. We'll give you some tips on all of those as well. To tell you a little bit more about ourselves, we are a real estate investment company with over 6 years of experience in Spanish real estate. We're located in top Spanish cities, including Barcelona, Valencia, Malaga, and we have a strong presence in south of Spain in Costa del Sol region. Why we believe in Spanish real estate? There are many reasons that made us start investing in this sector as well as promoting it to our clients. First of all, being a reliable investment, Spanish real estate market has enjoyed a steady growth throughout the years, and it's been growing ever since. And as we see, through lack of supply and the higher demand as it grows as years go by, we see the parity go more, and we do not expect the prices to come down, and we actually expect them to go higher up in the coming years. And also, still in Spain, we'll have interesting opportunities for investment compared to other countries and to other saturated markets, where the prices are higher and it's much harder to find a suitable and interesting opportunity where you can actually make a good return out of it. But still, in Spain, we have those available. And due to many reasons, from the attractions, from the tourism, from the beaches, and the weather, Spain has high demand both for tourists and for people seeking secondary retirement residence or secondary leisure residences. So we always have the high demand for that. And last but not least, it would be the financial support which is offered by Spanish banks to foreign investors, and we'll cover that further down in this webinar. To give you some stats, the rents are up from in 2023 20% compared to the previous year. Capital growth of 3 to 11% was experienced in all the properties, depending on the region, with major cities experiencing even more than that, and some rural areas experiencing very minimal growth. And the average price right now in the Malaga region, just to give you an idea, is 3,120 per square meter. And throughout the news, you might have seen that Marbella was also selected for the best destination in 2024 to visit. And these are all due to many facts and many advancements of this region, and also the real estate market here. Now let's overview different strategies for real estate investing in general, with the focus of Spanish real estate, of course. We have the secure long-term rental model, as always. That is a very reliable passive income with very high occupancy, very easy to manage, the minimal maintenance. And over here in Spain, again, because of the demand, we're experiencing around 5% ROI annually for this type of rental, which is very good compared to other markets. And we have short-term tourist rental strategy, which could be done in some areas which they still allow the tourist rental license. As you might have heard, the Spanish government is putting a lot of restrictions on the tourist rental in different regions because of the increase in rental prices. But there are still many areas, specifically speaking in Alicante and south of Spain in Costa del Sol, where tourist licenses are approved, and these type of investment opportunities have very high yields, at times more than 12% annually, and it would be a very considerable source of passive income. Although property management company in the area is needed to help you manage that property, but it is not very hard to find a reliable partner for that matter. Also, we have fleet projects or change of use projects, which we do in Spain, which have a turnaround of around 8 to 14 months. They usually have high yields and are very suitable for investors that are more risk prone, and they would like to have their money back basically in a period of 1.5 years maximum. And some they do choose to utilize it as a short-term rental afterwards as well. The only concern that we have in these projects is usually the material price fluctuation and the repair price fluctuations, which we've seen more of these past few years. And the most important and one of our specialties is the new developments and off-plan properties, which are very good for investors seeking to pay the amount in installments, as many of these projects are getting completed in the next couple of years, so you have the time to make the payments in installments, and at the same time you'll be able to enjoy capital gain upon delivery, as the prices right now are lower than what they would be when it's finished. The drawback would be that it would be no immediate income, but you would enjoy a higher quality and less maintenance problems. And why do we believe in Costa del Sol, and why do we think this is a very good region for foreign investors? Most importantly, I have to mention that it is the tourist appeal of this region. With over 300 sunny days a year, with long stretches of beaches all across, and last year experiencing a record 20 million tourists, and over 8 billion euros from income from tourism, shows a very vivid environment, and it provides a very secure area for foreign investments, as it is very investor friendly. Going to the next point, we have a lot of laws in this province that is actually encouraging foreign investors to come and invest in this region. Specifically speaking, no wealth tax, which is in the region of Andalusia. And we have supporting municipalities for different things, whether it is licenses, whether it is constructions and repairs. It's very easy to obtain licenses over here, and we enjoy very high occupancy rates throughout the year. Through rich culture and heritage, you will experience a very good quality of life over here with world-class golf resorts. And an additional advantage, an additional tourist attraction, and a very vibrant nightlife. And also for our North American residents and citizens thinking of moving to Spain, this is also a very good point, which is the healthcare. Healthcare quality in Spain is very good, and at the same time, the prices are very affordable compared to other EU states and definitely United States and Canada. So that's also something to keep in mind. And over here, private health insurance could be also obtained at a very affordable rate, and it has a very good quality of service. Talking about infrastructure, and this region is very privileged to have a very reliable public transport system, which goes throughout the Costa del Sol, and also Malaga is connected to Madrid with a fast train line, as well as the airport of Costa del Sol Malaga, which is now hosting a lot of flights during the summertime, but at the same time has regular flights to United States and other major airports during the winter time as well. So it provides access to this region throughout the year, which was before only throughout the summertime. And with the Monaco Vision 2030, there is 7.5 billion euros is invested to change the infrastructure and actually build more amenities, parks, and green areas, as well as upgrading some of the current roads and highway system. Now let's get to the main question. Are there any restrictions for foreign investors in Spain? The short answer would be no. Anyone could make purchase of real estate in Spain with 100% ownership. There are a few steps that you need to take, which we'll be explaining to you, but it is possible for everyone to obtain that. And also at the same time, we have a variety of different residency options offered here by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Spain. And for that, you could also seek advice from a professional, but at the same time, we can tell you that there are multiple different ways that it is possible and could be done. Before anything else, you need to have a NIE number. This is a registration number for foreigners here in Spain, and you would need it to purchase a house or to open a bank account and anything else. And well, it is a simple process as per se. It could take up to 2 months to complete, and you have to contact your local Spanish consulate office in your country, and they will help you get that done. It usually gets done in a period of 2 weeks to 3 weeks, but we have seen that it sometimes takes longer. And before this is finalized, you cannot start the process officially. So this is a very important point to do well in advance so that you're ready when you see the opportunity and you would not lose it. And to talk about who's eligible for a mortgage in Spain, we could say all of European Union and North American citizens are eligible if they're tax resident in EU or North America, Canada or US. You are eligible for mortgage here in Spain. It depends on the amount of income that you're reporting as well as your liabilities. And our advisors could explain this further to you in a private session according to your specific case, but this is the general way that it is done here. And at the moment, both fixed and variable rate mortgage are being offered by the banks over here, which is a very good point. And you could choose between different options that and different offers that you're receiving from the banks. So another important point is for you to decide how much you want to spend on your home. And here we elaborate further on the additional costs associated with that. And what we recommend is the budget of 320k euros for starting in Costa del Sol region to have a desirable property in a good location with close to amenities and attractions where you get a good tourist return, or you would enjoy it for yourself as a second resident. But this number could be lower in some of the other provinces. And at the same time, what you have to consider, the most important cost would be the tax on the purchase. If you're purchasing a second-hand property, the taxes vary as per the province that you're purchasing it on. In the province of Malaga here in Costa del Sol, the tax is 7%. But if you're buying a new development anywhere in across Spain, it doesn't matter. You'll be charged the value-added service tax in the Spanish real estate format, which would be 10%. In addition to that, you should set aside around 4% for additional fees from lawyer, the notary, and also the land registration, and you will be set to go. So with that in mind, and after you selected the desired amount, and you have selected the region where you want to make the purchase, and you now know that there are availabilities as per that price in that region, then it's time for us to contact the bank and ask for the mortgage. So, what is required is your income tax return for the past 3 years and also the liability reports, whether it is your credit score reports, mortgage, loans that you have. The banks need to see both of these documents, all the liabilities and all of your incomes. And the best way that you can present it, the faster the application will be processed. At the moment, with the high amount of applications being received by the banks, the pre-approval process takes a little bit longer and it could take up to 2 months even. So we highly recommend again to start this process early down the road when you want to make your purchase. Because it has no obligation. So when you get your pre-approval, you can select to proceed or you have the choice not to proceed. It has no obligation, and at the same time, it gives you a clear idea as to how much financial support you can get, what property you can get, and when you select your property, then you'll be able to move faster and close the deal. Now, regarding interest rates and currency exchange, let me cover currency exchange first. Well, we work with the top banks over here in Spain, including CaixaBank and Bank Inter. For the transfer of the money, if you're not from the EU region, we recommend that you use trusted currency exchange companies, which would give you a much better rate and less hidden fees than if you just do it straight bank transfer. That, as an experience, we've seen that happening with most banks. And you need to time it right. You need to, because it's a real estate purchase and the amount is high, the transfer and also the percentage of the exchange rate could mean a lot. So do consult with the specialist and also time it right when the exchange rate is at in your favor. And for the mortgage, the interest rates right now are much lower than those of North America, as Euribor is at around 3.689, and we've had recent offers for our clients for mortgages in fixed rates of around 2.5%, which is very good considering the rates in other countries and other regions. So, if you are thinking of making a purchase in Spain in the coming year, I recommend that you start your application for the mortgage very fast. And if you do, our team would be able to help you with your specific case to put you in touch with the correct banks and financial institution and get this done for you. I appreciate your time today and thank you for staying with us all throughout this webinar. Here are our contact information. Please do send us an email or WhatsApp using the phone number on the top and let us know what you think. If you need help with your move to Spain or if you need any other information about the availabilities and the promotions that we have here in Costa del Sol, do not hesitate to get in contact with us. And also stay tuned to our channels for more webinars that we'll have in the coming weeks with industry experts explaining more in detail different sectors and different dilemmas that you might have as a foreign investor for coming here to Spain. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.